Welcome, everyone, to the Everything Show. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Connor. What's up, Connor?
Hello.
What's up, Phillip?
Good evening.
All right, so what's this article say?
Well, the Russo brothers have obtained I don't actually know this. I think it's property rights to MGM's some of MGM's library to be able to remake their property, and they've picked the Pink Panther first up, I guess.
Yes.
So
that you got to get a really, really good actor that is the best comedic genius, because if that's going to be a franchise, this is not a one-off. This is serious business. They've been giving the keys to the kingdom to some of these properties, but of all these movies, the Pink Panther is the one that hasn't been done in a long time. And I don't count the Steve Martin. As much as I love Steve Martin, that was totally wrongly cast because Steve Martin was not Inspector Clouseau. It was terrible, the both movies. So the Pink Panther, of all those properties that they've been given their hands on, the Pink Panther is the most important. Again, because we already had a Poltergeist reboot. So yes, they will do that in the future. Time's Crown Affair, I guess that was another one. They already did a sequel to that. So that's not a big sense of urgency, I think. And then there's The Secret of Nymph, which is an animated thing that if you're going to do a live action, which is the trend with Disney doing their live action from animated, yes, that's something. But of all those properties, I think the most important thing is the Pink Panther, because the Pink Panther is something they can get a franchise out of, especially, well, Poltergeist too, but Pink Panther is the main thing that needs to be treated with the utmost care and respect. And if they can get the right person, the right people on it, then we could have a whole new generation of Pink Panther fans, and we could have it go on for decades. As long as they get it, you're never going to get someone like Peter Sellers, but if you could get someone close, or even then it would be amazing. So, I mean, what do you think, Connor?
I've never really I've never really invested in the Pink Panther franchise. Right. I'm not really. I know that Peter Sellers obviously was the guy behind it, but I've never really sort of, so this to me isn't massive news.
Right. You know what is? I grew up on this, and my dad, introduced me into it, and we went to the movies, see some Pink Panther movies. So, I'm into this, just like my dad introduced me to James Bond and all that stuff, too. So, this is a big deal for me, because, again, I haven't seen a good, I mean, I don't count Steve Martin movies as Pink Panther movies, but I haven't seen a good movie in a long time. And even after, he died, they had this one actor that they tried to make it like he was a son from New York or something. That was, and then they had Roberto Benigni, whatever. And I was like, oh, all right, but I'm dying for them to fix the Pink Panther franchise. Again, my culture, I've seen Pink Panther, I've seen Bond. My dad introduced me to all these different things. He was a moviegoer, and I became a moviegoer. So, everything's coming back now. So, now the door's open. Pink Panther's coming back. Poltergeist, if they can get it right, they could make a couple of movies. Secret of Nymph, yeah, if you could do I don't know if they would do another animated or if they would do a live action. Maybe if they had something like Pixar doing a Secret of Nymph, yeah. Or if you did a live action, I don't know how that would work, but that could be a franchise. Thomas Crown Affair, I mean, you could do that, but there's not a demand for that compared to the other ones. And there was another movie too, right? There was it Mad World, right?
Yeah, Mad World.
So, again, I think the most important thing, if I were them, is to just do the Pink Panther, which I think that would be the most important thing of those franchises. What do you say, Philip?
I think so. I mean, I used to watch them back in the days when they came out back in the late 70s and mid 70s. So I was used to Peter Sellers ones. I found them funny. So who are they got signposted to play Inspector Clouseau?
They don't have anybody. They just announced they got their hands on it.
Okay, so
it's not even a script ready. Nothing's ready. It's just
nothing's ready. So it's
a preview what they were going to do first. But I'm assuming it's going to be Pink Panther first because that's the thing you'll catch somebody attention because we haven't seen that in a while. That'll be the logical step. If they don't do Pink Panther, then I would say that the first thing to do is Secret and Imp. But again, we'll see. Also today, we got a teaser for American Horror Story Season 9, which I don't know if you saw that, Connor.
Yeah, 1984.
You saw the teaser?
I thought, yeah, it was a girl being chased.
It was like Friday the 13th, like, the barn and the thing. And listen, we can't get Friday the 13th because of the lawsuit, but we can get them doing something similar. This is going to be the greatest American Horror Story ever because you're going to have all your favorite actors being camp counselors or whatever, or something similar to that. It's going to be hysterical. And like we were talking in the last cast, me and Phillip, imagine Kathy Bates in a Friday the 13th reboot as Pamela Voorhees, Jason Voorhees' mother, because she was the first killer. Imagine her doing their Friday the 13th reboot. It'd be amazing. So I'm definitely on board with American Horror Story. Are you going to watch it this season, Connor, or you don't really watch?
I don't watch it.
Okay. Game of Thrones is coming soon.
Yeah.
Indeed.
We'll be watching that.
Oh, definitely.
That is the main thing. So I saw a little bit of Kit Harington on Saturday Night Live. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did actually. And Emilia Clarke and Rose Leslie and all them.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
As well, weren't
there's a movie with 2 Game of Thrones stars coming out where I guess they're cops.
You're talking about Domino.
Yes.
Yeah, with Jamie Lannister and Melisandre.
Yes.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
Directed by Brian De Palma.
Yes. How crazy is that, right?
Yeah, that's something I'll go see.
Yeah, I'll definitely see that. We also got a picture from Coming to America 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they're doing that. Surprisingly. Okay. On board with that. I didn't hear anything about Beverly Hills Cop 4, but that is on the list. Supposedly he's doing that as well, Eddie Murphy. So, and it's not going to be from what I understand, it's going to be a rated R Beverly Hills Cop like the first one. And it's not going to be toned down where the third one was all kiddie-ish, weird stuff. It might be a rated R Beverly Hills Cop or a close PG-13, but So that definitely I would love to see. And Arnold Schwarzenegger, he's doing a new Terminator, which, you think that's going to be good, right? The new Terminator, Dark Fate. We should be getting a trailer soon for that. We got Addams Family teaser. We should be getting a Dark Fate trailer soon. I think another trailer hit today. I didn't get to watch it yet. Stranger Things had another trailer today?
I haven't seen it.
Before I left, another trailer hit. What? And The Lion King, a Lion King trailer hit today too.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
I didn't get to see that yet because you know what it is? Today's comic book day, so all the new comics came out. So I ran out to the store. I was there for almost 2 hours. So, but that's why I was like, when I come home, I want to talk about the Pink Panther and all this other stuff. So I didn't get to see. I think there was a new. I could be wrong. I think there was a new Stranger Things, and we are getting a Star Wars Episode 9 teaser trailer on Friday.
And the title.
And the title, which it better not be Skywalker's, because that would suck. So, don't you dare, Ryan Sinclair. Don't you dare. Huh?
I thought we already had the title, because that little photo that someone put up.
No, we didn't have no title.
There's a lot of fakes going around.
There's a lot of, I think it's funny that now that Arrow is ending, the moment it's done, Hawkeye series starts on Disney Plus. So it seems that they hired Jeremy Renner to be Hawkeye to reprise his role, and he's going to have his own series on Disney Plus after Arrow finishes, obviously. I think that's hysterical because I was always against it, but if Arrow's going to be gone, all right. So yeah, we're going to have an Arrow streaming service series. We're going to have a Scarlet Witch and Vision. A lot of Avengers. We got Monsters Inc. That's going to have a series on Disney Plus.
Yeah, got three Star Wars ones.
You got 3 Star Wars ones. You got Loki, Scarlet Witch, Hawkeye. Now, I also heard that because originally there was supposed to be a Captain America movie with the Winter Soldier and Falcon, where the government wants the Falcon, Winter Soldier wants to be Captain America, and they'll be doing a thing with there's 2 Captain Americas, blah, blah, blah. They decided to make a streaming service thing with the Falcon and Winter Soldier in a series. But now, from what I'm hearing, they may go back to the movie format. Like it might be, no, we're going to do a movie. Maybe. So we might have a Captain America movie, a new Captain America, just like they did in the comics, like a whole thing, Yeah. They did it numerous times. They're doing it right now, where he's giving up the mantle. So, like I said, we've seen, what they should do is they should do the storyline where they get the guy, Johnny Walker, who is, he has a super soldier serum, but he's mentally unbalanced and he's an alcoholic and he's a nut job and he becomes Captain America, but then he starts killing everybody. So, like, they, in the comics, Steve Rogers came back, and took him out. But I don't know if Steve Rogers is going to be around after Endgame. So, it would just be amazing for them to get a good actor to play Captain America, like, a new Captain America, if it was that storyline. If not, then I could see the Falcon and Winter Soldier competing or whatever, and there's a new threat or something. Okay, so let's see. 1 second. What else is going on, Connor?
Well, a film that I'm excited for that's coming out on Christmas Day actually is called 1917, and it's by Sam Mendes, who directed Skyfall and Spectre for Bond, and it's about 2 World War II soldiers, 2 young soldiers in a single day.
Okay.
And the cinematographer is Roger Deakins, who is obviously one of the all-time great cinematographers. But the cast is even better. The cast is Benedict Cumberbatch, Colin Firth, my personal favourite, Richard Madden, Mark Strong is in it. Andrew Scott's in it from Fleabag and Sherlock.
Oh wow!
There's a number of other people in it as well. These very high profile. I'm missing a few and annoying. Oh no, as far as yeah, so it's Richard Madden, Mark Strong, Benedict Cumberbatch, Andrew Scott. Dean Charles Chapman, who played Tommen Baratheon in Game of Thrones.
Right.
Colin Firth. And that's it for really famous faces. So that's it, like Benedict Cumberbatch, Andrew Scott, and Mark Strong, and Colin Firth is kind of like that's a big hitting sort of cast, I would say.
Okay.
And it's going to be done in a single shot, a bit like Birdman, which I think added into sort of like a World War I trenches sort of setting. with you know, with all the brutality of war. It's going to be a pretty exciting cinematic.
When is this coming out?
Christmas Day.
Oh, that's interesting.
I don't know how well it'll do at the box office because I'm not sure how well Christmas Day opening films usually do.
Well, I mean, Sherlock Holmes did well with Robert Downey Jr. Lord of the Rings movies did well. Star Wars did well. So why not? Right?
They didn't open on Christmas Day though, did they?
But Sherlock Holmes did, though.
Right.
I think one or two of them. Robert Downey Jr. I think it did Christmas Day.
Because you would expect for opening day, that's like the peak. That's the time when I guess you have to really make the biggest.
So you know what it is? Christmas time. Sometimes people were just not, you know, into the holiday, and they'll just go to the movies. Or even if they're into the holiday, they go to the movies sometimes. Sometimes that's like a tradition thing. People just, you know, chill out. They go with the family. Christmas Day. So I mean, there's never really that, like, a lot of times there's not really good stuff to go see, but occasionally there is. You know, which I'm wondering when they're going to release Indiana Jones, because when that comes out, I'm wondering if that's going to be a Christmas movie, or is it going to be like a, not that it's a Christmas movie, it's coming out Christmas time, or are they going to release that in the, you know, the height of the movie season when everything attacks each other? You know, it's like, so still wondering who's doing the Indiana Jones movie. I don't know if it's J.J. Abrams.
It's
is it J.J. Abrams or no?
No. It's
Spielberg, right?
No, it's not Spielberg. Spielberg's involved, but he's not.
There's no more Google Plus, by the way.
Is that? So, oh,
there's no more Google Plus in existence.
It'll be Google Hangouts then that he's talking about.
Yeah, it's definitely okay.
It's being done by. I know that Jonathan Kasdan is writing it.
Okay.
Actually, I don't think the director has been. Yeah, I don't think a director has actually been.
So it could be like J.J. Abrams, right? I mean, Steven Spielberg paying for it, right? So we're producing it, right?
Spielberg is probably executive producer and staff producing. Jonathan Kasdan, who wrote Solo, is writing it, and then they get to pick a director.
Right.
To be honest, I can see them choosing J.J. Abrams anyway, because J.J. Abrams, from what I read in interviews very recently, actually was the only person that Disney could rely on to close out Star Wars, which was interesting because there's all these directors that they chose Rian Johnson, who is arguably like a more sort of out there director than to do one film, but then they're going.
J.J. Abrams they're probably going to get J.J. Abrams for Indiana Jones.
Yeah,
because first of all, he would not turn that down at all. So
they have a thing about J.J. Abrams to Disney. They do.
Oh, they love him.
Yeah, they love him. They really like him.
But other people love him too. Like I know that he took his team and they remastered Phantasm because he loves that Phantasm movie, and he did it for free. Like, he friggin' loves that.
I think he's got worse though. The more films he's done, I think he has got a lot worse.
You think so?
Yeah, I think Star Trek was kind of like.
Well, I mean, I didn't like Into Darkness. That was just shit.
I just think that the more popular he's got, the more he's kind of like.
Well, I hope not for episode 9's sake.
Because at best, Force Awakens is a bit of a remake of.
Yes, I was New Hope. Yeah, basically. So he's got a Cloverfield movie coming out too. They're going to do a.
He's not directed it though, has he?
I'm not sure, but I know he's upset because he did want the Twilight Zone. He lost that, so that's why he did Cloverfield like the Twilight Zone. Because
and then Jordan Peele got it, and apparently, according to what I've heard, he's fucked it up.
Well, again, he's only hosting it, but I heard that he might be writing some of the stuff. But I saw. Did you see the first episode?
No, but I've heard a lot about
it. It's free on YouTube, and it's terrible.
Do you think it's terrible? I saw it.
It's absolutely god awful terrible.
Is it
the first episode ever? It's terrible.
Is it the one about the comedian, or is it the one?
Yes,
the comedian. Yeah,
it's boring as f. It's terrible.
Right.
And, and if you, what?
You've got to give it time to warm itself up. You know,
but you don't put that out as a first episode.
I suppose so. I suppose
you put that out as like a filler episode, 7-episode or 8-episode or whatever. But you don't do that as your main thing. They should have did the rebooted one from the flight with the monster on the wing as the opening episode. True. That's what they should have did. That you see, that's the thing. You want to hook somebody with the Twilight Zone reboot. You don't give them a shitty episode. And I'm not, you know, I'm not. I like Tracy Morgan. He's excellent. He's not the one that's shit. But the thing is, we've seen this all the time. So, hello.
Hey.
So, are you excited that Pink Panther is coming back and rebooted?
Is it?
Yes.
It is.
The Russo brothers they got their hands on some huge properties, and they're going to be rebooting the Pink Panther as well as a few other ones.
Oh, sounds awesome. Who are they thinking to play Cluso?
It's too early. They just announced it last night in the wee hours of the morning that they got their hands on the Pink Panther, the Thomas Crown Affair, Secret of Nymph, Poltergeist, and it's a mad, 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 mad world.
Mm-hmm.
So, of all those, the most important thing is going to be Pink Panther because they rebooted Poltergeist already. Thomas Crown Affair had two movies. You know, Secret of Nymph, that might be an animated thing, whatever. But of all that, franchise potential would be Pink Panther. And that would probably be the first thing they're going to work on. But, again, they just announced it. I mean, I'm thinking earliest 2022, 23. We don't know, though, who they would get. But it's got to be somebody that's you're never going to be better than Peter Sellers, but it's got to be somebody that's a genius, like an excellent fit for the role. And they're going to have years to cast the person. So I figured you would be interested in that. That's why I wanted you in this cast.
Yeah, I'm actually talking about that. I did hear that they bought the Pink Panther. But as for I don't know how you're going to do it though. I think if you are going to do it, you're going to have to try and make it as close as you can to the Peter Sellers films, because the Steve Martin ones were just.
Oh, I don't even count that as, to me. That's not even in the canon thing. I can't.
Yeah. I mean, every Pink Panther film after Revenge of the Pink Panther is pretty much sucked.
So do you suggest them like A Shot in the Dark, like them just rebooting the Peter Sellers ones, or do brand new ones? I mean, what do you think?
I think they should do brand new ones, but I think the guy who's going to play Cluso, he needs to kind of not copy, but try and be as faithful to the Peter Sellers films as possible. Like, I mean, the Peter Sellers, you've got the garbled French accent, you got the very kind of subtle humor. You need to, I mean, and I think that would work nowadays because, I mean, if you look at those Pink Panther films, like Pink Panther Strikes Again, Return of the Pink Panther, these are like massive box office hits. So if you did that, if you like made them like the Peter Sellers ones, like not remake them because I think that would just be dumb, but if you make them like that, then I could see it working. But
I mean, I know once they get that established, then they're also going to bring the animated too back. But you'll see that on TV, Pink Panther cartoons, all that stuff. But main thing is to get that franchise done right. So that I'm ecstatic about because everything, like I said, everything is coming back. We got Coming to America, Beverly Hills Cop, all these things, Terminator, Conan the Barbarian, all these things are coming back. So, just do Pink Panther right, basically. I mean, Indiana Jones is coming. And then we got I heard rumblings about a Jaws reboot, which I don't know. Maybe he changed his mind. But you know what, though? With the success of all these other B-movie shark things, now is the perfect time to throw out a new Jaws. I mean, present day, soft reboots, it's happening again, whatever. but I mean, it wouldn't really interfere with the originals. You could reference it, but why not? Everybody else is stealing from the great movies anyway, so why not just do an actual, you know, Jaws sequel or Jaws reboot or whatever, you know?
Joe, you don't mind me asking, could Louie was wondering if he could join. I was just going to ask your permission. Like, if not, then that's fine. You know.
Yeah, he can come in.
Okay.
So.
Yes, Secret of the Moon. Is that going to be a live action thing? You reckon?
I was thinking they were going to do that, but I don't. I mean, well, Connor, did you ever see that?
What's that?
Secret of the Nymph?
No.
No, okay. For its time, it was revolutionary. It was one of those animated things that was just above average, like super well done. It was like it stood the test of time, and people remember that fondly. So I know they tried to do a sequel. I don't think it worked. You know, I know they're bringing like Dark Crystal. They're doing a series, but like certain things work, certain things don't. I'm thinking they're going to do a live action.
That's what I reckon, because that seems to be the way to go.
That's the trend.
Yeah, the trend.
Yeah. So.
Are you going to see Lion King, by the way, Joe?
Yes. Yes. Definitely going to see Lion King. Dumbo, I don't know if I'm going to see. Because you know what it is? I have to see Shazam and Hellboy and Pet Sematary. And, you know, my list is getting extensive because this is the movie season now. So, did you see Us?
I've heard that Dumbo is very good.
Yeah. Have you seen Us, Jack?
I want to see that because I don't know what is that?
Excellent.
I definitely want to go see it soon. It looks.
You got to see it. I saw it twice. Excellent film. I think you'll love it. Actually.
Isn't it the same guy who did Get Out?
Yes. Did you like Get Out though? Did you or no? Did you like Get Out?
I'm going to be honest. I haven't seen it.
That's what you need to review on your channel.
Here's a question. When will Hollywood stop bumming Jordan Peele?
Well, they're making him do Candyman.
I don't get the hype behind the guy. I'm sorry.
I know, you just don't.
I don't see what's so good about him.
Well, you got to thank Sony Pictures for Jordan Peele. Because this thing that started him directing and writing and all the stuff was because they wanted to cast him in the Emoji Movie as Poop. And he took offense, thinking it was a racial thing. Why do you signify me and my color being like with shit? And I'm done acting or whatever. But they cast Patrick Stewart. So it's a comedy for kids. It wasn't anything to do with the color of his skin or whatever. Dude, like, chill yourself. But, you know, going in the wrong direction, he put out all these movies.
Well, here's another question. Would Get Out have been as popular as it was if it was about a white man?
No.
Well, would Black Panther have won all those awards if it was White Panther? I don't think so.
All right, hold on.
So is the recognition that he's getting because he's good, or is it because of what he represents?
I mean, here's the thing. You gotta think what his mindset was when he wrote these things. Was he pissed off? I mean, he's a genius comedy-wise, right? But did he go to a weird, dark place and started crafting all this stuff? And now people are not expecting the comedy. They're expecting the serious horror. So what is he better at? Or is he better at both, comedy and horror?
Because
drama?
One thing that I disagree with that he's got, that a lot of directors that I've seen that I think are a lot better, they're at the same stage in their career that he is that he's already being compared to people like Steven Spielberg. And he's made 2 movies.
I did.
Okay.
It takes a little time. You're gonna have to create something else. Because I did. It might take 24 hours. I mean, I did it with yours too, Jack. But all right, continue anyway.
Joe, did you see that's a movie.
What's that?
Did you see the Emoji Movie?
Absolutely not.
No, don't bother with it. It's terrible.
Yeah, figured that. Yeah, I'm sorry. Like, if it cost like me, like, you know, $50 to $100 to go to the movies with Sharon, like, I'm not gonna go see that. It's like, you know, again, I spent the money to see Us twice. So wait, let me ask you something, Connor. You saw Get Out, right? Or you didn't see it?
Yeah, I saw Get Out. I haven't seen it.
You just did not like it.
I didn't like it, but what I hated more was the fact that Jordan Peele was getting the attention because he was representing that, rather like he wasn't being sort of faithfully represented as that talented director because of what he directed.
He did some movie with black people in it that's like
a
horror thing, and it's like, so now every movie's, but that's, you see what he came out and he said that all his actors are going to be, like, the main actors are going to be African American, and he's not going to have a white.
I appreciate that minorities are like being represented. That's good. I agree with that.
Right.
What I don't agree with is the fact that he's sort of getting this recognition because he's representing this, when in fact most of Get Out is not true to the current reality of the world, apart from the
right. It's only in his. It's like, only in his head.
Like the police sort of shooting sort of scenario with black people, it is very true.
Wasn't Charlottesville something to do with black people?
What?
Wasn't Charlottesville like something to do with black people getting hurt, or I don't know. Like,
I don't know what that. No, I don't know. I mean, again, I enjoyed Get Out. I saw it as, you know, but then I even loved Us even better, like 100 times better than Get Out.
Like Christopher Nolan, right? Incredible director. All his movies, apart from maybe Dark Knight Rises, is like what in the sort of like an 8 to a 10 out of 10.
Right.
Like he is insane. That guy's like a genius.
Mm-hmm.
He's only been nominated for Best Director once at the Oscars.
Right.
What does he not have that Jordan Peele does have? That is getting Jordan Peele the recognition.
I think it's because there hasn't been any. I mean, other than Spike Lee, you know, there wasn't really a lot of African American writers, directors, producers doing all three things. Like Spike Lee did it, but there wasn't any other African Americans that did all that their movies were successful like that.
Like they could well be, like, in a few years, like I could change my mind on Jordan Peele. He could end up actually being quite an incredible director. But and Spike Lee already is. Is people like Spike Lee and Jordan Peele at this moment in time getting the recognition they deserve because it's a true representation of their talent, or is it because of who they are and what they represent? Is what, you know? I just don't
think it might be. With Jordan Peele, I did enjoy the movies, and I think it's both. You know,
you could, like Christopher Nolan or Quentin Tarantino or Martin Scorsese could make an incredible movie that in any other decade would get Oscar recognition.
Right.
Is anyone looking forward to The Irishman?
I am.
I'm definitely looking forward to
and
that.
In fact, the one reason why I'm looking forward to it, and is because actually I didn't realize before, is it's the first movie that Al Pacino has ever done of Scorsese's, isn't it? So
it's the first film that De Niro and Pesci have done with Scorsese since Casino, like 24 years ago.
Right, and they're all in it, which is amazing because, you know,
we
haven't.
Sorry to interrupt, but it was great. Like the CGI in Captain Marvel to de-age Samuel Jackson. If they could do that to Samuel Jackson, then imagine what they could do to Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, Joe Pesci.
They already did De Niro. They made him younger in the boxing movie that he was in, if you remember. Not Raging, but the other one, where he was an old-time boxer, and they kind of digitally made him look different.
Oh, was that Grudge Match?
Yeah. So, and that was when the technology was in its infancy. But I definitely am dying to see The Irishman because, again, how many more movies is Martin Scorsese going to do? I mean, that's probably like his last film or next to last film. I mean, I'm excited to see the Saints of Newark, which now it's retitled Newark, which is the Sopranos prequel, which, you know, Vera Farmiga is going to be in it. The guy, John Bernthal from Walking Dead.
Oh, yeah.
James Gandolfini's son is going to play James Gandolfini's character, younger. I'm excited about that.
I have to say, The Sopranos is my favorite show of all time. I absolutely love that show.
And the pizza man in there that's been in so many episodes is my pizza man on my block. He opened up a pizzeria, Giacomo, which he's got pictures everywhere of him with all these from Sopranos and everything. So that's exciting. That he makes pizza for me and everybody else. That's amazing. What's that?
You ever go down to New Jersey where they filmed those Sopranos locations?
No. No, not yet. Yeah. Maybe I can now. I have time. But so
I got the box set recently, the Blu-ray. I need to rewatch that because it is a phenomenal show. I kind of wish that this prequel was a prequel TV show, but
I think it's going to open doors to movie sequels, like its own franchise thing. And I think down the road, HBO will do a series set after, maybe a generation after or two of The Sopranos, you know, and they'll bring that back. Because, I mean, they bring back things. I mean, Deadwood is coming back, right? That they're bringing a lot of stuff back. Yeah. So, you know, I'm surprised.
I wonder who's going to play Uncle Junior, the young Uncle Junior, like Dominic Chinese's character. Like...
Oh, I don't know. I didn't even think of that, actually. Wow. So we got that going on. What else do we have going on, too?
Bond?
James Bond. Well, that, yeah. What was going on with that kind of the filming now, right? Or
they're filming, but we don't know anything about it.
Yeah.
I'm still annoyed because the film comes out in less than a year and we haven't gotten a live announcement yet. It's kind of getting ridiculous.
Yeah.
With the Bond thing, wasn't there like a little article where they show you where they're doing probably a flashback to one of the characters, the female character?
Hello.
God damn! The Who crew's back. Oh no, sorry, wrong cast. How is everyone?
You bastard! What's up?
Sorry, I couldn't get into my Ogre on Von account for some reason.
So you're using one of your 80 accounts? No.
No, I had to make one because this is the whole point. I've never trolled, so I had to make an actual.
So what do you think of that? What do you think of that Primeval Steelbook that's coming out, or is it out already? Is it Blu-ray? There's a Prime.
I think that was an April Fool's.
Was it?
Yeah.
Did you do an April Fool's on it? Was that you?
No, I
probably.
Joe, I don't get what I don't troll. I don't do that kind of stuff.
Listen, we're talking about Pink Panther. Reboot.
Oh, don't talk about Pink Panther. Jack will start crying again.
We're talking about the Pink Panther reboot. It's not every April Fool's. It's real. The Russo brothers are doing the Pink Panther.
You'll cry if I don't.
Have the Russo brothers done anything but Avengers?
Yeah. Didn't they do Captain America Winter Soldier?
Also, what I was trying to say.
Yeah, they did. He means anything on Marvel.
I know what he meant.
When's Jodie Whittaker gonna do a Marvel film? I think she'd be good as like
Fantastic Four. Yeah.
That blonde woman.
Right, the Invisible Woman. Yeah. Sue Storm. Yeah. Which now that you gave me an opening, for the first time in history, the Invisible Woman is getting her own comic book in July. So,
see, I think that's wrong. Women shouldn't get their own comic books.
Really?
Well, they're actually looking
because they're women, Joe.
They're actually looking at Jodie Comer for a Marvel role.
Who?
I'm only joking.
Was Sam good?
I love women. No one loves women more than me.
Okay. Jack, what?
Was Shazam good?
I didn't see it yet, though. But did you see it, Phillip?
What's that?
Shazam. Did you see Shazam?
Yeah, I saw a couple last week sometime.
Okay.
Can you get a bit disappointed that the kid grew up into a man?
Ah! No, man! Don't spoil anything. Damn hater, man.
Sorry, I'm giving you flashbacks to the class when I spoiled class for you with the Weeping
Yeah,
Angels.
you told me I wanted to kill you. Just like Daniel. The funny thing is, I went to go see Star Trek 2, right? Into Darkness. I had my coat on. Daniel sends me a message. He's like, "Oh my God, it's Khan." I'm like, "You son of a bitch!" I flipped out because I'm like, "You just ruined the movie for me." So, yeah, when I woke up and I saw that shit, I'm like, "Oh fuck!" You know.
God damn.
Jeez.
What other news is there apart from Pink Panther?
I liked Captain Marvel. You don't like it?
I thought it was shit.
Okay, well,
it could have been something a bit more though. It could have been a little bit more what it was. Shazam was more exciting than Miss Marvel. Put it that way.
What annoyed me about Captain Marvel was just the lame humor, like Nick Fury's eye getting scratched out. Like, really?
I know by a cat. Well, I mean, or alien cat or whatever it is. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I thought it was quite a boring film.
I have a question for you, Louie. If they decided to do a reboot of Primeval, but not have anybody appear, just a reboot,
yeah,
would you be on board with that or no?
As long as it's not American, like when they tried to do it with Doctor Who.
Those damn Americans screwed those up, huh?
Yeah.
Damn it.
They're just haters, but no.
They can't get it right. What the hell? No.
I would give it a go.
Somebody feels that Eric Roberts' master is their favorite master, but then again, they're from America. No.
You could have Donald Trump in the Primeval reboot. Like,
stop it!
I think we should get Mike D in the Primeval reboot.
No.
I'm a hater.
We're gonna put all the
what about Game of Thrones? Are you guys on board with that or what?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know. Me and James have been talking about it for a while now. We can't wait.
James is going to come in here and do a cast with Game of Thrones.
I'd like to join that if I can, if I'm not banned.
If you behave. Yeah.
Well, this is what I want to know. I
don't want drama on here. I want to talk about business, man. Like, let's talk. Nobody wants to hear dirty laundry.
Your content is just Who Fires and stuff, and you ranted.
Where is Who Fires? When was the last time there was a Who Fire? Like,
oh, no, you've started to put the Who Fires into the everything shows, I hear. Because you've run out of content.
You hear or you actually know? Because I
watched one where you were saying that I made a cast about your mother, which I never did.
See, now we're getting personal. Now you're getting personal. It said Louie Bean, rest in peace, blah blah blah, Mama Rose, and I'm like, really? Wow.
Is your mom called Mama Rose?
There is no character called. Stop the bullshit. You know that. There's no character called Mama Rose. You know that.
I'm saying, was your mother's name?
Do you want to listen? I opened up the door. Listen, I opened up the door. You guys to come in here.
I'm just trying to.
No, I'm just saying this is not the format. Listen, we could do this off air. This is not the.
Okay, we do it off air. I just want your viewers to know that I'm saying I didn't do that. So
you had a live stream canceled on your channel that you deleted that I took a picture of that said in the title, "Rest in peace, Mike D. You joined Mama Rose now." So yes, the moment I saw that shit, I lost my shit when I saw that. Yes, and I'm like, you piece of crap.
Okay, what it actually said was, "Rest in peace, Mike D." In brackets, you're with Mama Rose now.
That's disrespectful, honestly.
But I didn't. It's a character.
Listen, it's not a character. You bullshit that it's a character, but you know who you're making fun of. My mom. No, and it's not a character.
I wouldn't make fun of someone I've never met.
Bullshit.
Who's going to demand a trial by combat?
Right. Well, that lawyer in Staten Island tried that shit, and he lost his. He actually tried that.
Well,
and he's a Game of Thrones fan, and he's like saying stupid shit like that. He lost his whole license. Really, he lost his license and everything, and then they found out he's a crook too. But anyway, that's another story. That's a topic wonders. But
was that when Mike D lost his license?
I never heard that. But you know what though? We're not talking about him, are we? See, did you come in here to shit stir? Did you? Do you want to be respectful in this community? You are shit stirring right now. How about being known for someone other than a shit stirrer? Like, how about like coming in here and being part of this table, this panel, talking about serious shit? instead of like kindergarten tactics.
Very serious.
No, I'm serious. I brought you in here out of respect. Said, okay, you can come in, but not to be shit stirred.
Okay,
I was letting everything go. Now you're stirring up the pot.
No. I just wanted to clear the air, but we'll do it off air.
You're clearing the air, and it stinks. It does, and you're dude. You listen to me. Listen to me, dude. Not for nothing. Don't take offense, but you're so full of shit. It's not even funny. But I was going to let that go. Let's just move on.
Okay, let's move on.
I have my opinion. You have your opinion. It's fine. Let's talk about. Why don't you plug yourself even more? Maybe you won't stink.
Joe, I'm not the one who just rants on Cast like a lunatic.
Dude, have you seen a cast with me lately? You haven't watched my show in a long time. You're not even subscribed to it. So how the hell would you know? You're going to buy somebody else watching my show that just complains all day long for 24/7.
I don't complain all day. Anyway, we're clearing the air.
I didn't say you. I said you're listening to
Let's just drop it because we're talk off air.
Right. I want to ask you what your opinion is of Indiana Jones, because it doesn't. I don't think we have a director for Indiana Jones, and I heard rumblings that J.J. Abrams might be asked. So I'm asking you what your opinion is of that.
Okay. I think Indiana Jones should just stay dead. Like, there's no point bringing it back.
I have to agree. I mean, did you hear, Joe, about Spielberg saying about Indiana Jane?
Yes. I heard that he wants to make a reboot where Indiana Jones is a woman or a daughter or something.
No.
I have to say, and I am quite passionate about this, I do think Disney are trying to milk every franchise. I mean, they've already
I agree.
The MCU. They got Star Wars. And here's the thing.
They have Independence Day.
Yeah. And Harrison Ford, when this film comes out, he'll be like nearly 80 years old. You know, it's time.
He'll be 83 or 84, right?
Something like that. I mean, like, what next? Indiana Jones and the Medicine Cabinet of Doom?
I mean, they're probably going to de-age him like they did Samuel L. Jackson. But it's kind of like, you know, how much more are you going to do this? Because the one thing I'm glad that I think Disney's doing is they're canceling the new Die Hard. Which, so far, that looks good. That is going to be a disaster if you do a prequel to see what he did before Nakatomi Plaza. Nobody cares about that.
Yeah.
So
the thing is, as well, it kind of had its day. I mean, A Good Day to Die Hard was awful. That was just abysmally bad.
When are we going to talk about Bomb 25?
Well, we don't really have that much now, right, Connor? We talked about stuff already.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, so
there's nothing going on. There's nothing other than what Connor said. There's nothing new.
Well, there's that flashback scene they filmed.
The what?
Of the young Madeline. Oh, it's a flashback of young Madeline Swan, the Bond girl from Spectre, and she's being chased in Norway, I think it was, by a guy in a mask.
Connor?
Yeah.
That's true. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't even hear that.
Well, if you go on Twitter, you can watch the video. It's only like a few minutes.
Okay.
Did you hear Rami Malek as the villain, Joe?
Yeah, I heard that. We covered that. Yeah. I didn't see Bohemian Rhapsody, so I got to see that then.
You haven't seen it? Okay.
No, I haven't seen it yet. No, I got to see that. What?
Is that film?
I didn't enjoy it personally.
Well, what about Rocket Man? Rocket Man's going up against what? Godzilla?
There's a big controversy because apparently they've cut out a gay sex.
Well, no, they put it back. They put it back.
Okay.
They were going to cut it out, but they put it back in.
I personally think Elton John is a little bit. I don't know. I mean, like, a fan got on stage and he cancelled the tour, but I mean, like, John Lydon got a bottle thrown at his face and he kept the gig going on. I mean, that's real dedication. I think Elton John's been a bit of a drama queen recently, but
a bit homophobic, Jack. But okay.
Do you guys? Are you a fan of American Horror Story or no?
Oh yeah, American Horror Story 1984, isn't it?
That looks pretty cool, right?
I know, it looks good.
I think it's been the best one. Actually,
I like the trailer.
It's like Friday the 13th, basically. Except it looks great.
Did you guys see they're doing a Grease prequel?
Yes, I covered that the other day. Which
sorry, I didn't.
No, I mean, here's the thing: you're gonna make money with every franchise you can, right? So that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna make a prequel, make a sequel.
Godfather 4.
Oh God, no! Don't do that. Not after
It's a
3.
shame this isn't a real Whovians. You could have asked me about season 11 because I haven't been on since it's aired.
Well, yeah, we're not doing real Whovians now.
Has it been cancelled? No, I'm joking.
No, not yet.
But we'll have to do one so I can tell you what I thought of.
Okay, I'll give you that. We can do that.
Joe, do you think it'll get axed after Series 12?
It's commissioned till 2023, no matter what.
Jack, weren't you saying earlier today that apparently there's going to be another year break after season 12?
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
Yeah,
I mean that's a possibility.
Apparently they confirmed it in an article or something that they're taking another year.
So they're really stretching it out to 2023, basically.
Which will be 5 years of Chibnall, technically.
Which it's only 3 seasons.
Yeah.
That's
so retarded it is.
So he's so in other words, does he still get paid for the 5 years?
Yeah.
And only pop out 3. Oh, that's convenient.
Hey,
and I think apparently they're going to shorten the episode count to 8, but they're moving it back to a Saturday night.
Well, I heard the Saturday thing, but I thought that this season's going to have the same amount.
No, this season will, but
But this season's going to have a Christmas special. I heard though.
Yeah, because the New Year.
They were pissed about that. I heard.
Yeah, it didn't do very well.
What's that, Jack?
I think they'll bring back the talking frog.
Well, they brought the guy back that created the talking frog, so I don't know.
Yeah,
probably not.
There you go.
If you bring the Candyman back, I'll be really happy, but that's not going to happen.
So.
Oh God! Why couldn't we have the Candyman instead?
Why?
That would much better.
All you need now is Colin Baker, and you've really gone down the toilet.
Oh, come on, Colin Baker's a good guy.
So what's the villain gonna be? The exercise bike? No.
He supports.
No, they should.
I think that's giving.
It was possessed. The Valiant possessed it. I hurt my head. No. All right.
They should bring back.
Oh, can I just? Oh, Jack.
They should bring back that slug from the Twin Dilemma, the gastropod, the really shit.
Still, was
slug.
it?
Can I just say something? I just wanted to say to Joe, I really like that cast. You, Phillip, I think Connor was on, and Aston did about Brexit. That was a good. I enjoyed that.
Oh, you like all the political stuff?
Yeah, no, I love that. I wish I could have joined that one. That was hilarious, especially when Aston said his last bit at the end. I won't repeat it.
It's good to see Aston.
No, you do one on Guantanamo Bay.
Jesus, no, we will not.
No. That's like doing a 9/11 one.
No. All right, we're getting out of here, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you, guest stars Jack and Louie.
Thanks for letting us on. We'll be back in another 10 years.
We'll see. Take care. Bye for now.